Are you looking for a surefire way to ensure that your RV tires stay balanced regardless of how many miles you put on them? In this video, I'm going to show you how we installed Centramatic Wheel Balancers on our Escape travel trailer. This was a quick and easy installation and definitely well worth the investment. Before I show you how we installed these, let me explain to you how they work. The balancers are mounted behind your wheel, and they contain a ring filled with proprietary material. As the wheel spins, centrifugal forces cause the proprietary material to move within the ring. This material automatically distributes to counteract any imbalance in the wheel assembly. This continuous balancing process helps reduce tire wear, improve ride quality, and extend the life of your tires. If you listen closely, you can hear that material moving around as I turn the wheel balancer. Here's a look at a time lapse of the installation to show just how simple it is. Jack up your trailer, remove the tire, slide the wheel balancer on the lug studs, and place the wheel back on. But stay tuned, there are a number of other important installation considerations that I'll go through in this video. Although we are showing how these get installed on an Escape trailer, there are other Centramatic part numbers that will work with other trailers, and most other types of vehicles.
So this is a Torflex number 10 Dexter axle with a 10-inch drum, and initially it was thought that the 200-221 Centramatic wheel balancer would fit, but it does not. So luckily they made a bigger version with the same bolt pattern, which is the 300-345. And as you can see here, it fits on nicely, flat. It's important you don't use wheel spacers. So when you look around, the tube doesn't touch anywhere on the drum. And if you do the same thing to the rim, the inside of the rim, it doesn't touch anywhere in there. The other important factor is these are 15-inch rims. I know some Airstreams have 16-inch rims, but the 300-345 works with 15-inch rims. I don't know if your Escape uses 14-inch rims, if they would fit or not. But to my understanding, most Escapes have 15-inch rims like this. My tire size is ST205 75R15, and we're running the aluminum rims. Again, if you're running 15-inch steel rims, I assume it will fit, but you will again have to do your own research. Here I'm showing what it'll look like when they're installed. And as you can see, you see them through the holes in the wheel. Personally, myself, I rather see it in a more stock way. So what I'm gonna do is, before I install this Centramatic wheel balancer, I'm gonna spray paint it black. I don't know if this makes a difference, but I'm going to use a bit of alcohol just to clean off the surface and hope that any contaminants are gone, and it'll make the paint stick better. I'm using Krylon Rust Protector Gloss Enamel. My thought process with choosing gloss was that it'll be a shinier, smoother surface and hopefully less dirt sticks to it. I think after the third coat it looks pretty good. I wasn't gonna spray the back, but there's a lot left in the can, so I might as well. Now might be a good time to show you how I jack up the trailer. As I'm sure you already know, they say never jack up the trailer from the axle. I heard in a pinch you can go from the very edge, never the middle. It could bend the axle, but even then I never jack from the axle. So in this case I just put a piece of wood right between the frame and the jack, right between the two tires. That way it doesn't scratch the frame. And then I lift the trailer just enough, and you can take both tires off if you want. And then I do the same on the other side. Make sure you lift your stabilizing jacks off the ground on the other side. You wouldn't want to put excess pressure on them. That would create enough force to either bend them or damage something on the frame. This is what they look like after they're painted and installed. You'll notice one has an indent around the hub. These are technically for a Jeep, I believe, but it doesn't matter because it applies to this and works very well. It's also a good time when the wheels are off. You might as well rotate them. They say you don't need to rotate trailer wheels, but even a small amount of even wear will make a difference, so why not? As you can see, I put the wheel back on for one of them, and unless you really look in there, you wouldn't even know they're there, or you would suspect that's just the drum. I find painting them black makes it look original. And if anything, I think it looks more crisp. And my wheel wells are much cleaner now because when the wheels are off, it's easier to clean them. Right now, these lug nuts are just hand tight. In the Escape owner's manual, it says to tighten them, or I should say torque them at 25 pounds-feet of torque, then 50, then 75, and then the final number is 95 in a star-shaped pattern. And then once on the road, I re-torque at 95 at 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers, and 300 kilometers. And I actually check again around 500 and 1,000 just to be safe.
Here's a look at the final result. We're looking forward to never having to pay for wheel balancing again. As usual, if you have more questions about this installation, leave a comment and I'll do my best to get you an answer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.